I'm Terrence, derogatorily known as Lisp Guy, and hello all you people, or should I say you Olympians, because this video is about the Olympics. So let's be part of the solution and not the problem. That's what my parents told me when I was really young. Now they just tell me I'm the problem. My puppies Olive Oil and Pepper are fighting over the pickle that I gave them at Christmas time. So anyways, I was reading about the Olympics, and I have to read about them because it's happening in a place where I'm sleeping when it's live, and I'm alive when the Olympics are sleeping. And when you read, you learn things. And during my reading, I learned that real Russia isn't anywhere to be found at these Olympics.
Go.
Instead, the athletic people of Russia are participating as Olympic athletes from Russia. Why are they doing this? Long version, watch Icarus. It's on Netflix. It's pretty good. The short version, Olympians peed in a cup. The Olympics tested it, and then they called him back up and we're all like, you're in trouble. Get it? Urine in the cup. And since I had to say that to a lot of athletes, and since the government of Russia was almost certainly involved in the whole urine trouble thing, the Olympics said Russia can't compete as a country. But then they can compete as Olympic athletes from Russia. And that's very clever. But then how is it clever though? How is it different? If they winslings, they don't get their Russian song. If they get on a podium, they don't get to hold their Russian flag. Like, you get to hold a flag that has the same colors of the Russian flag, but it doesn't say Russia on it. No, wait, it does. It has a bottom underneath athletes of Russia, or Russian athletes of, and then there's Russia. None of this makes any sense to me now, or ever. I think if your country cheats and the Olympics still want to let you compete if you are not one of those cheaters, then that's fine. But if you are still saying Olympic athlete from Russia, I don't see the difference. I guess that means Russia gets no medals, but wouldn't it be more effective if they all competed under something like generic Olympic athlete? Then you would have a medal rankings board and it would say things like Canada, Sweden, United States, generic Olympic athletes. And I think that would be more effective. Like, let's pretend you are the cheater Prime Minister Vlad the Impaler Putin. And then if this was this year, not only would every country have more medals than Russia, but then even a bunch of generic Olympic athletes would have more medals than Russia. And that would be so much worse. I can't think of much worse sports-wise than being beaten by generic athletes. If you were from Russia or any other country that was not allowed to compete and was therefore on the generic Olympic athletes team, would your country celebrate your win? I know that in a lot of communist countries like Soviet Russia, the athletes were state-sponsored, so they probably would celebrate them. I mean, since they paid for them to train and live and such for 4 whole years, or sometimes a whole lifetime. What a slap in the face though. Cheating countries put all that work into drugging and Ivan Dragoing athletes just to have them compete as generic Olympic athletes? I mean, it also implies that Russia is generic too, so take that, generic Russia. Lastly, if everyone could just stop having different times for different places on the planet, that would be great. They told me that if I wanted to watch the news, it was at 3. But at 3, when I went to the channel, it was Dr. Phil. And I do not want to watch Dr. Phil. Either change the times or set up a hotline. An Olympic, what time is my event on hotline? We just punch in your time zone and it tells you when the news is on. But then people would probably use the hotline to bug them about that Russian peace thing and they would probably cancel the hotline. I don't know. My Olympians, you should comment below or call my pretend hotline and we can pretend to chat about pretend athletes from pretend countries that for sure cheated. I wish I was a generic Olympic athlete. Minus the athletic part though, I don't care about that part.